Hey everyone, welcome to this video. It's time to burn some bridges right now, so I'm just going to rip the band-aid off. I like Sword Art Online. I know, you guys can put down your pitchforks and axes and your swords and other obligatory references to the show or other shows that you may like. I have my issues with it, but overall, I like the show. I think it's fun. I've liked it for a little bit, like middle school a little bit, so about as long as I've been doing this. And I think it's great. Honestly, I would play the game, death game included. So, well, maybe not the death game included. I kind of like my life. Unpopular opinion on the internet as well. It is time to do this thing, and I'm not too sure how to start it, so I'm just going to get right into it. I would survive Sword Art Online, and here's why. If you don't know what Sword Art Online is, I'm going to catch you up to speed. So, on November 6th, 2022, which was written about 20 years ago, so, I mean, we were kind of close with where we are. We have, like, VR headsets and everything, and it's pretty fun. Just, they don't kill you. I feel like it's a good thing, but they don't kill you. And it's not fully immersive. But on November 6th of 2021, a game, virtual reality MMO, was released by the name of Sword Art Online. People logged into the game on launch day, and they could not log out. And then it was revealed that if you die in the game, you die in real life. So, that would not happen to me because I'm built different. So the goal of Sword Art Online was to clear all 100 floors and beat the final boss. And then you're free to go. So you clear all 100 areas, beat the final boss, everybody gets to log out. Those who are alive, of course. The dead people are just dead because, you know, brain goes... So, that's the premise of the game. It's a pretty good show. I wish the Aincrad arc was longer, but they're kind of fixing that now. So here's why I would survive Sword Art Online. I'm not bad like all of you in the game. Not you. You're lovely. Thank you for coming by. But yeah, so the reason why I would survive Sword Art Online is because I'm good at video games. I know how MMOs work. I've been playing MMOs for a while, ironically, because Sword Art Online got me into them. And it's been real fun. I know how they work. I would say I'm pretty darn good at video games. So I've got that down more than most people in the show did. But I mean, like, they survived as well, so I'm great at VR games. I have an Oculus. Is it a MetaQuest? Oculus Quest? Whichever one the second one is for that. What? You got to peek behind the curtain right now. Don't tell anybody. I am a professional and a master of my craft. I forget how many people were caught in the game. It was a Japan-only thing, so luckily it was in Japan, because if that happened in America and we all got transported to hospitals because of it, we're going into severe debt. It took 2 years to clear the game, but for me, only like 3 days. I got it. So I'm going to go right into the reasons why I would survive. Because, one, I'm good at video games. I know some people in the game weren't, and they died. So I got that going for me. Two, unlike some people in the game, I'm good at VR games as well. I'm great at video games because now it's no unknown fact to YouTube that I am indeed one of the best gamers to ever exist. Like, I am any game, I'm the best at it. Minecraft's peak YouTuber right here. Like, everybody else, you can stop trying. I am the best. Elden Ring, I am so good that after beating the Tree Sentinel and then not getting my butt kicked, after realizing how trivial of a task the whole game was, I decided I'm good enough at the first boss. So, yeah, I am a pro gamer in hard games as well, which would make me great at Sword Art Online because it's a life or death thing. I never died in Elden Ring. Never, not once. Definitely didn't die against a Tree Sentinel over and over again, so. But I would never die because I'm just that good. As I said, best gamer, number one. I'm the best. Everyone else can go home. It's nice that you're trying, but no, you're not taking my spot. There's also a fun game on the Oculus MetaQuest. The Quest 2, that's what I'm going to refer to it as, called Until You Fall. You go through the dungeons. It's kind of like a mix of Beat Saber, since it gives you directions you got to slash in order to get the actual weak spots up on the enemies. Then you can take them down. You only have a certain amount of health. Except, unlike Sword Art Online, where I would have a billion, trillion, quadrillion health points and would never die because I make the smart character choices and builds. You only have a few hits in this, and you build up your health as you go through. It's just not like you instantly just have, like, 10,000 HP. You have, like, 6. which is equal to 12 hits, which is kind of like Minecraft in a way. And I am the best Minecraft YouTuber ever. And my mob vote video single-handedly influenced the community to vote for the sniffer. And I gotta say, we won. Good job, boys and girls and non-binary friends. Good job, everybody. We won. This has nothing to do with why I would survive in Sword Art Online. This happened from a car door, and that car died. I don't know if the part I already recorded for this is going to be included in the video, but I'm insanely smart. I am like 3,000 IQ brain right here. Never make any mistakes ever in my life. And I would never make any mistakes in Sword Art Online either. I'm trying to think about the deaths off the top of my head that we've seen in the show. And one, some dude charges the boss when he's charging up an attack. Like,
if you know anything about video games, not to be a snob here, but
I am going to be a snob because, as I said, I am the greatest video game player to ever exist. And that's all there will ever be, and that's all there ever is. I am the best. Do not try. Because, I would not charge a boss when it's charging up an attack. Animations in video games are supposed to be a telltale sign about what's going to happen so the player can react wise if they are smart. Like me. Big brain. Never fail anything in the world because I am so smart. An entire guild got wiped out because they opened a treasure chest in the middle of a room that was a trap, and they weren't able to fight them off. Except one, but he was a beta tester. But if you see a chest in a room that's not opened and it's a public dungeon and it's just in the middle of the room, once again, not looted, it's a trap and you're going to die. But not me, because 1,000 billion quadrillion, because I have 1,000 billion quadrillion IQ and I would know instantly that is a trap. So they went into the room, the door shut behind them, instantly a bad sign. Do not even bother opening the chest. This is going great. So, as I was saying, if you go into a room and there's a chest in the middle that hasn't been looted, it's obviously a trap. Don't even bother going in there, because if you're not me, you're going to die. Yeah, I am the best at video games there ever was, and ever will be. What? I am not the best at recording, though, so I don't know what I'm going to do here. So, I'm going to X you out again, because clearly it does not want me to show off my mega brain. We're going to put something else up in the background. Do I need to put Skyrim in the background? Is that what you guys want? We can put Skyrim in the background, sure. I mean, I am the best that ever existed, so I think this is a fitting substitute, because Skyrim's a fun game. This is not going well, if that isn't obvious. Another reason why I would survive Sword Art Online is because I never make any mistakes ever, and this is not a mistake. This is just an example of me correcting a mistake, so you know I never make any mistakes ever. It's just how it goes. Yes, I'm getting this up because I need to actually make sure I have content in this video and not just I would survive because I'm good. Alright, so now we're going to go over the actual events of why I would survive the show. Because I am great. Skyrim's in the background because my Aincrad background did not want to stay up. So, first day, everyone gets trapped in the game. I am not dying simply because I am grabbing my friend that I probably went in there with, or a few of my friends, because it's not just my dream to have a game like that. It's one of my friends would join me as well, at least, and if not, I would simply make some friends and party up with them. So, if you're watching this video, you know who you are. Sorry it took so long to make this video. I wouldn't go solo. That I feel like that's a bad idea, especially if you know what you're doing, maybe, but as I do know what I'm doing, because I am YouTube's greatest gamer, and there's nothing that will ever surpass me. I am the best. Never died once in a video game. Never will. I would not go off on my own simply because that's stupid. I am not dumb. Strength in numbers. Experience is lessened, but you have the safety. Maybe I want to go with the whole group because I wouldn't want to be responsible for them. Maybe I'd take like my friends that are in there, and then we'd get through there. We'd make it to the next town. We get on there. We get on that grind. As soon as he announces it's a death game and we're able to leave, I'm out of that place. I'm off. I'm getting my grind on. We're going to the next town. We're getting powered up. Second, maybe I would go just sword, but I definitely, when it gets more difficult and if the situation arises, which it probably will, I would go sword and shield, because dual wielding apparently is a unique skill in Sword Art Online, even though I definitely would have it. That's just me. I'm the best in ever, so I would have it. I would use it. Dual wielding to me has been super fun. Usually, I like to play video games where I am just a little speedy guy. I just run around, I cut people's ankles, and I'm out of there, and they're dead. It'd be great in Sword Art Online, but unfortunately, I am not him. I am better than him. Because as I said, I would not die. I would not let my friends die either. For example, that first boss fight where the guy died after charging him, the boss, and the weapon switched, that wouldn't happen if it was me. Because, you know, I'm great at video games. In video games, enemies' animations are designed to give you time to react. So if you see them signaling a move, maybe don't just run in and stand there. Maybe, you know, use like, he had a shield. Maybe he could have just, I don't know, used some like block skill, potentially. It would have at least not killed him. That's for sure. So that's dumb. I would not let that happen to me. Then I'd kill the boss because I'm good. Alright, next event. I simply would not let my friends walk into a room with a treasure chest that's a trap, because I don't know fully how the dungeons work in Sword Art Online. I don't know if they're public or if they're like instances where it's okay, only me and my party are in this dungeon, and it's like an individual place. It's like unique, not unique to you, but more like it's not a public dungeon. It's like a private dungeon. It's only you and your party in there. If it's the boss floor, I'm assuming it's a public dungeon, but I don't know if they were on a boss floor dungeon, because I think they were just in a dungeon. Here's a little bit of design for you. You don't put the good stuff in the middle of the room. You usually have to work for your rewards. So if there's a chest in the middle of an empty room, maybe don't go open it if you're not ready for that. There's a bunch of low-level players. He was hiding his level from people. First of all, I wouldn't do that. I would brag. Not brag, but I would very much show off my strength. I'd be like, yeah, I'm great. I'm great. And I would not let that happen. I would simply be honest. I never tell a lie. And I'm the best there ever was at video games. It's just a fact you gotta live with. But I personally wouldn't let that happen. Like, if the monster spawned and like tried to kill my friends, I would simply say no. Because without your consent, they can't do anything. So I would just simply tell the monsters, no! And boom, my whole team would survive. Not that my team already wouldn't survive, because much like me, they're great at video games. It's just how it is. We're the best. None of us have ever died in the history of ever. And we are all the best YouTube gamer on YouTube. I tell no lies, ever. So, I just want to take a second to be like, because I'm looking at Skyrim here, and I think Skyrim is an amazing place. And I would love to experience this in like fully immersive VR. Just running around, having fun, not dying, because I'm good at video games, and it'd be great to, like, I don't know, run into a dungeon, come out of it, and I'm basing this mainly on Elder Scrolls Online, which is completely off topic, but I loved that game. That game was great. I eventually stopped having less time for MMOs, but if I'm stuck in a death game, I got nothing but time, so I'm going to be, like, the best there ever was. Because if I have nothing but time, I can just get on that grind and grind it out until the point where the game is just fun. I don't have to worry about anything. And I have an impeccable reflex time. So I would definitely get the dual wielding skill. And then Mr. Black Swordsman would be stuck with his single sword. Just how it is. That is a question I had, though. I don't expect anyone to be able to answer this, but I know in our world, MMOs have separate servers you have to log on to, because it's all not localized, but the servers are run on computers, and that's all like, okay, here's one for the United States, here's one for like Europe, here's one for Asia. So I don't know if there were other servers for Sword Art Online. I don't think it was ever specifically said, so I'm assuming it's a no, because I think it was an event that only happened in Japan, which is good, because if it happened in America and you got sent to the hospital for 2 years, you're trapped in a death game, you might as well die in the game, because, like, where were we at? Oh, right, the guild dying. Yeah, I simply wouldn't let that happen. My friends would not die at a trap, because I'd be like, yo, that's a trap. We're not opening that. We're going further in the dungeon. So, yeah, that wouldn't happen. And even if the monsters did spawn, like, as I said, just say no. They can't do that. If my friends did die, which they wouldn't, I would not go fight Santa Claus to kill him and get a revival item, because if the rumor's going around that there's a revival item in the game, I'm going out trying to get it. Like, I'm not going out by myself, but I'm taking, like, a team there, and then not like a huge team, maybe just like my group, to be like, hey, if one of us dies, use this item to save us because we are friends and we are going down together, if anything. Friendship matters. But yeah, I mean, like, I simply would not go fight Santa Claus to kill him on Christmas and get the revival item by myself. But, like, if I did, it wouldn't matter because I'd win because I'm the best video game player ever in the history of ever. Field bosses. That's the thing that killed people in the show. If you know where there's a field boss, like say you're on the clearing team, which is trying to get... The clearing team is a team of people who are trying to get through the floors. I would be on that team because, as I said, I'm the best video game player. Have I said that enough in this video? I simply would be on the front lines, trying to make sure everybody gets through. Maybe I'd take some time off, go do some side quests, you know. Make sure I get the best armor possible. I'm taking dual wielding if it's available, but not because I want to be the main character. Because that DPS build is my favorite build to play in MMOs. I will settle for tank, but I like dealing damage, so I would take that. Or maybe I just run around, one-handed sword, armor, but like lighter armor, so I can be fast. Or I just have like a higher strength stat, so it just doesn't matter. Alright, and I guess floor bosses are the only thing that would like kill people if you're good. But not me. I would never die. I'm too good. I think the next death that occurred was simply because someone was hiding their special skill because they're afraid people were going to hate them. But, like, you're all in this together at this point. So just show off your skills. Clear the floor as quick as possible. Don't run off by yourself. Don't hide. Don't be a baby. Share your skills. Your friends died. Boo-hoo. I want to point out that I really like Kirito as a character, or Kirito, whatever you want to call him. I think he's great. I'm just saying... Couldn't be me. He's a lot better in the books if you don't like the show. That's all I'm saying. If you have an important skill like that, make it known necessarily. I get people like hate you, but like, what are they going to do? Try to kill? Laughing Coffin's a thing. I forgot about that. Basically, Laughing Coffin wouldn't exist if I was in the show because I would walk up, be like, "Don't kill people. That's bad." And they'd be like, "We better listen to this guy, or he is going to make us not kill people." And that's how that would go. I would never have a like raid on the murder guild because it wouldn't happen. I'd prevent it from happening, and even if it did, it's simple. Just don't get murdered. I think it's pretty easy to do. I haven't been murdered yet. This is not an invitation to come murder me, though. I want to say that. I'm putting that out there. But I think I've mainly touched on every reason why I would survive Sword Art Online. Because I would go with a tank build. Think not like big muscle tank armor. Kind of more like if you play the Link from Legend of Zelda with like the shield, the sword, that's it. I don't know why there isn't archery in Sword Art Online or magic. I think that would enhance the game a little bit. And you could argue that the sword skills are magic. So, like... Personally, I would prefer if archery and magic were in the game because that brings a whole new play field into it. How are they surviving? Maybe that's what people died. Because, like, there's no healers in the game. There's no support. You switch out, use potions, which makes sense. But, like, if you already have these monsters running around, you might as well have magic in the game, right? I mean, they did that with the Alfheim Online game, and that was pretty cool. I think that would be the fun one to play, actually, because they have, later on in the show, they have the... Aincrad Castle come back. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched the show, or if you don't care, I don't care. I think that would be the best version to play through, but I'm talking about getting stuck in the initial game, but I would definitely go back and play through it if I not if I survive, because there's no doubt in my mind that I'm surviving Sword Art Online. I'd run around like Link, but better, and I would save the day. I'd use my shield, and I would simply never die, because if it hits the shield, I can't die, you idiot. You hit a shield. That's like against the... Have you never played Minecraft? I'm the best Minecraft YouTube content creator and best gamer, and I would survive Sword Art Online. And my guy's spinning. Don't mind him. He's a little confused, unlike me. As I said, I think I already went over this, but like right here, I would love to just witness this. You come out of a dungeon with your friends after trying to complete the side quest. Maybe you failed the side quest. Maybe you didn't get the prerequisites. Maybe you didn't get the item drop. You come out, exit the cave, and you just come out to a sunset over the field. Even if it's a death game, I think you still have to take the time and just admire the scenery around you, because that would be a level of immersion I don't think we'll ever have possible in our lifetimes, or at least not mine, your lifetimes. If you're watching this in like 21, 32, why are you on YouTube? Like, YouTube's fun, but I'm sure you have, like, a new social media. Or if you're not playing the VR game, I don't know what you're doing. Like, go play this. Like, I would love to walk out of a cave with my friend and just see the sunset, or, like, get done killing a dragon in, like, a mini-boss section, and then, like, just walk through the fields of grass and just maybe take a little bit, sit down among the grass, feel the wind in your hair, you know, just kind of sit there and enjoy life. VR would give us many opportunities to experience things that we never had before, and I would love to get to that level of immersion. I know there's the whole Neuralink thing, where you have to put a chip in your head, and I'm not about that. So I will simply wait. I don't care if I have to be 70 to be playing this game. Even if I was 70, I would still survive Sword Art Online, because, like, I'm the best gamer that there ever will be. This includes the future. This includes the past. This includes the future. Like, if I'm 70, I have nothing but time. I'm retired. I'm successful. I'm a multi-millionaire. I'm a billionaire. I'm a I won capitalism. I have nothing but time. You better stop spinning, Skyrim, or I'm going to have a fit. I don't care how old I have to be in order to get into this, because I think it would be amazing to play this at any point in my lifetime, and I think I would be very lucky if this did come about in my lifetime. And, I mean, the worst thing that happens is you die. That's like my everyday life. Like, I'm driving the car. I could die, but I don't. I don't think surviving Sword Art Online would be that difficult, in all honesty, just because we're already faced with death in our everyday life. And in my opinion, the whole death concept was just to make the people in the game be like, oh, this isn't a game anymore. This is my reality. If you just live it like your life, sure, take a little risk, but, like, just be smart about your actions. Think about what you're doing. I don't think you're going to have problems Sword Art Online. I know I definitely wouldn't. I mean, maybe a little bit. But, you know, never, because I'm the world's greatest gamer. No, like, if I don't see how, like, you get cocky, you die. That's how it is. Just stay level-headed. Be careful, but not too cautious. Don't hide away. You gotta take chances, just like you gotta take chances in life. You just gotta strive for it. And, you know, if you're careful and you play your cards right, I'm sure you'd make it out alive. Or, you know, just wait until I clear the game, and then we'll all get out just fine. And we can go all get ice cream afterwards. My favorite is the swirl. Actually, I think my favorite is Blue Moo Cookie Dough, but this is off topic. Anyways, that's why I survived Sword Art Online. I sat down to record this part because the initial stuff was just pure chaos of just, I'm the world's greatest gamer. I'm going to let this guy spin because I think he deserves it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. This is going to be spliced up throughout the video, so hopefully I make something manageable out of it. Thanks for coming back. I know not a lot of people like Sword Art Online, or at least a very vocal section of people dislike it, so if you're clicking on this video, I appreciate it. This is just kind of a laid-back video. Been kind of busy, so I haven't been able to make videos, or I guess setting up the lighting for this took forever. Like, I got it down though. Hopefully my hair doesn't look too bad in this video. I got a haircut. It was needed. It was a bush on top of my head otherwise. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you coming by the channel. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope you achieve whatever you're doing. And overall, I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.